Okay. Okay. Welcome to my channel. Today is Sunday the 28th. Uh, been working very, very hard. Uh, I have managed to adjust this a little bitty bit so that we can see what I'm looking at. Okay. Anyway, yeah. I have got some video coming up. I'm probably going to go ahead and break it into sections. I started recording the video on my tablet, but I filled up a 32 gig flash drive, or not flash drive, 32 gig micro SD card in like 45 minutes. Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, I filled that up in like 45 minutes, and it stopped recording suddenly on me. I think I caught it, but I can't swear to it. I did a little more filming with my iPhone, and I just said, you know what, screw this. I went down and bought me a $15 video camera, cheapest you can get, and my luck was it does not, it won't allow me to do live streaming with it like I was hoping, but it allows me to take it out of here and to jobs and such, and it'll give me like up to 2 hours of recording time per 16 gig SD card, I think it is. So I do enjoy that ability, but anyway, yeah, it's been kind of fun. Damn kids. I have to go close the door in a second. But anyway, as you notice behind me, I have a fish tank where those shelves were. I've just moved the shelves. Uh, knows what he's doing. Anyway, I just moved the shelves. I already had the fish tank in the stand it's sitting on. Been sitting in storage with water in there for a year. I think I told y'all the other day I was going to be going ahead and getting it set up in here. And what I've got is a beta. I have to adjust my gravel a little bit, it looks like, because it's not quite level. But the reason water is so cloudy is because at one point I had the fish tank use sand instead of gravel. But that was very, very hard to filter or to clean out from all the fish poop and such. So I wound up having to take that out of there and go to gravel. But a little bit of the sand remained. So yeah. I don't know what it is about this. I leveled this floor out. And I mean, even though I leveled it out, the far side of the tank towards the refrigerator back there was like a ½ inch low. I don't get that because I leveled the floor. So I was able to build it up, fix it up using the stand. Not exactly ideal, but it works. But anyway, yeah, I did get a betta fish from Walmart. Not the ideal place to get fish, supposedly, but who knows? We'll see how it does. What I did do was, since this had been sitting so long, and it even had some dead fish in it that had done decomposed and everything, I went ahead and took all the water that was left in there out. I think it was only about that full by the time I went in there and emptied it. It had been sitting that long. Heck, I've lived here a good 1.5 years plus. So, yeah, it had evaporated a lot of the water out. But I'm not upset about it. It'll be nice to have this. The sand is why the water is cloudy. It'll settle down. I've got most of the sand out now. Just got a few grains in there. But yeah, water will clear up overnight, maybe 2 days. I think I told you all last week I had to do 2 water heaters. I had to change out. I was putting the on-demand water heaters in. I do have that video for you. Like I said, I think I'm going to break that up into a couple of parts because there's so much involved. It's several hours of video, and I've actually still got a few things to do, and I will be adding that on, but it'll be a day or two before I can do that. I have to run some electrical outlets for those to make those 2 water heaters work right. Right now it's running on, one's running on battery backup, and the other one's here, and it's in a secure environment where I don't have to worry about somebody stealing extension cords. So this one here is hooked up to actual house power for the igniter to work. The other one runs off of 2D batteries for battery backup as well, and that's what it's running on right now. It'll last up to about a month or a month and a half on cheap batteries. So I will be going out there later this week to change that and put it on, make sure it has power like it's supposed to. Not a lot of fun doing that. I've got the flue pipes for the exhaust gases. I set that up temporary. Today is, it's supposed to be a 3-day weekend because it's a holiday and everything, and the exhaust I set up, it's working not 100% efficiently like it's supposed to, but it's enough it catches 90% of the gas, the exhaust gases, and vents them outside. So I'm happy about that. It could be better, it could be worse, but tomorrow I have, and I wanted to get video of this, but I didn't get to because the guy has decided to stay home from work and help out the best he can. I do thank him for his help, but at the same time, he doesn't want to be on camera, so I can't record. Put the second water heater in, I started recording that, and I had to stop for a few minutes from recording, and a buddy of mine showed up to help a little because he needed a ride to the bank after I got done, so I didn't get to do anything there after that. had a few issues there. The water shut-off valve was a gate valve, and I wound up having to replace that because they create problems. And instead of going back with another gate valve, I put a ball valve in. I like those a lot better, a lot easier to turn off and on. We were having an issue with water flow at his bathtub. For whatever reason, when we turned the hot water on, the pressure was very, very low. No idea what was causing it exactly. I went ahead and I took the hot water stem out of his bathtub faucet and made sure it was clear, because this is a cartridge type of faucet or stem. I don't like those, but that's what they gave him, so that's what he's got. Anyway, I had to take that out. Didn't really see anything. Put it back in, turn the water back on. Still nothing. Very, very little flow. So I went ahead and took it back out and turned on the water flow for a minute and let that blow anything that was in the pipe out. And it blew a little bit of little stuff out, nothing big. Okay, this shouldn't keep the tub from running. Not that little bit of stuff. So I'm like, okay, what's going on here? So I went ahead and I put it back together after that, and I discovered it was still almost no flow. So I went ahead and took it back out, and this time here I put my hand over this faucet end, and so it forced water out through the hot water side from when I turned on the cold. Did that, and some more garbage came out. And I'm like, okay, so there was something in there blocking the line. I went ahead and reassembled the hot water faucet and everything inside the faucet and got the water back on, and the water's still a little slow, but it's not like it was. He has good hot water. The shower, they couldn't figure out what was going on with it because it wasn't hardly doing anything. I'm like, okay, this is one of those little pull-up ones where you pull a little knob and it goes up. And I wasn't sure what was going on with that. And I started looking, I thought, well, maybe the shower head's clogged up. But then I realized there was a knob on the side, and somehow or other they had inadvertently turned the knob so that the handheld shower head, neither part worked. So just straight hot water, they had good pressure, turn it up to both the hot and the cold to mix it, and had very good water pressure. So they were very happy I got that one done. Come to find out, their water heater had completely quit putting out hot water. Basically the same day as the guy above me, his had quit. So, unknown to me, they were both in the same shoes. It does look a lot better with the on-demand water heater, but it's just how it goes. Because I do like how they look, especially these new ones. But the only thing I don't like is the display that reads off the temperature of the water. It's in Celsius, not Fahrenheit. So yeah, that's going to be a fun one. For the fish tank, I do have the water heater. I got to go get it cleaned up and put it back in there. And that'll be good. Then the water won't be getting down into the lower 60s. Betas should be able to handle this cool water. Cool, now I've got 3 people watching. Thank you guys for coming in and checking out my video, seeing what it's about. Oh man, I can't wait for that to clear up. It's going to look so nice. I bought the blue gravel. It's 2 different shades of blue for that, so I already had it in there, but we had some small rocks and stuff to make it look nice. I got decorations. I just didn't have a chance to get those in today. Anyway, yeah, we got the water heaters in. Thank God. So tomorrow, well, the rest of this week, I gotta do like I said, I gotta do electrical and the vent pipe on both of them. I want to get a better camera, a better digital camera for doing video with, because then I can use it to do live streams and live feeds and not have to worry about running out of storage. My tablet, and I didn't think about it, it has a full-sized USB port, so I could get one of those USB flash drives and use that for additional memory space. Might try that, see how that works, because sometimes that's what you got to do. I'm actually happy with how this new computer is performing now. It's been a long day, I'm tired. Although I did sleep until almost 10. I hope y'all are enjoying your holiday weekend. I actually, after I finished working for today, I went ahead and did some barbecuing. We had mashed potatoes and we did steaks. I want to say they were ribeye. They might have been T-bone. But we actually went to the grocery store and they had them on sale. And these things are huge for what we paid for them. So we were definitely happy. We wanted to barbecue anyway, so fit in just perfect. When we barbecue, we don't use charcoal or propane or any of that. We use wood chunks. Let it smoke. So it comes out quite good. But yeah. Trying to think. I've got to make sure that refrigerator is working right. It was having issues. The defrost timer motor, it was not doing what it was supposed to do for some reason, and it wasn't being allowed to defrost. I was playing with it, and I kept manually once a day just come in here and trip the defrost mode or defrost timer to go into defrost mode, do a few things for about 15-20 minutes, and then come back and kick it back out of defrost mode. I've done that about 4 times now, and now it seems to be working like it's supposed to. Just before I started the video, I actually heard it kick into defrost mode, which was a surprise. So that was why it was freezing up on that lady that had it last. And hopefully it keeps working. But yeah. Does anybody have anything they want to see me do? Like I was saying, with these, what is this, a LiPo battery? No, it's nickel metal hydride. Anybody want to see me drive a nail through that one day or anything like that? Let me know. I won't be able to do it live because I have to take it outside. But realistically, all this is 7 size C rechargeable batteries. That is another thing about that camera I do not like. You cannot use any other kind of battery other than the AAA batteries. You can't hook it up to a charger port or hook a charger up to it and or power supply up to it and have it work like that or anything. It just runs on AAA batteries. It has the USB port on it where you can hook it up to your computer to load the information off of it. And I'm not too fond of that. I mean, yeah, I like that ability, but at the same time, I don't like that I have to use AAA batteries. That's going to get expensive. But what I'm probably going to wind up doing is going out and buying a 4.5 volt wall wart setup and hardwiring the battery compartment to that. And that will give me some kind of power. I know it's roughly 1.5 volts per battery for the AAAs. So that makes, it says it takes 3 AAAs. That makes 4.5 volts. Isn't that right? I think so. But anyway, I'm getting ready to call it a day because I am tired. It's been a long day. My beta isn't really eating. I think she's a little upset, or should I say, he's a little upset. But I do want to get the the water heater in here so I can get that up to temperature, because that water is a bit cold. That's how it seems to go anymore. The water actually is, yeah, it is a little cold because it came out of the tap. I just thought about it. I did use 2 things to help with the startup of the fish tank. One of those is I use the Tetramin dechlorinator stuff that you get. That seems to help. And then on top of that, I got the let me see what the name of it is. Might be Tetramin or something like that. The Jungle Start Zyme. And it's supposed to help the aquarium get started and up doing right faster than usual. So, yeah. One thing I don't like about this, and I wish I had done better, is when I built this, I had added another support over there and some more uprights. But, oh well. I guess I'm going to end this video for the day because I've got a few more things to do tonight before I go in and call it a night. I do have a wireless keyboard that I am going to hopefully set up. I think I might set it up today. Who knows? It'll be nice because then I don't have to worry about having wires run. Let's see if I can put it right here. Nice little Logitech keyboard. Very nice. Has all sorts of goodies on it, so a little expensive, but it even has like a built-in mouse, I guess. Has a zoom button on it. Go figure. I don't even know what half this stuff's supposed to be for yet. It even has a button so I can bring up the calculator quickly. Yeah. It's going to be a nice little setup when I get done with this computer. Right now, the mouse I'm using is a little different than most people's. Let's see if I can get it up here in camera range. I like this because it's very ergonomic. I mean, to move the pointer, I just use the tips of my fingers and my thumb and one of my index fingers to click. So yeah, it's a good setup. Believe it or not, the 2 keyboards that I'm using, the one I'm using right now and the one I'm going to set up, those were given to me by my aunt and uncle. They used to have a gaming place, and one of my cousins, he ran it until he had his stroke. And when he had his stroke, that was it. He couldn't run it anymore. They didn't really have the time to run it, and you know, it was just one of those things. So they went ahead and wound up shutting it down. They stripped a lot of the computers down and sold parts off of them, the components and stuff. I had set up one computer I managed to get set up, and I wish I had kept it, but I didn't have space to store it, so I had to get rid of it, and that was it. And I just used a laptop for the longest. And now I am able to use a desktop more. And it seems to actually be doing better than my laptop that was $1,000 back in 2013, 2014, somewhere in there. So yeah, kind of crazy. But yeah, that was one of the items they gave me. They gave me some games, all sorts of stuff, but the games, come to find out, my cousin and whoever else he had working with him, they were taking the numbers away from him, or they take away one of the discs, and we could not find the disc, and it was to keep people from stealing the games. So most of the games are useless. Some of them I'm just playing. I was able to download the the same game, but I can only play it as a trial game. But it's okay. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff going on. I'm still getting used to this computer. I've actually got something that popped up, and I need to check it out. It says AMD Catalyst Control Center. I think it's saying I need to update my drivers or software or whatever for the processor on this. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun one. Not. My phone wants to do an update, and every time Apple does an update on your iPhone, they make it so you have to put a password in. Or a password. Yeah, I think it's a password. Password or a PIN number, something like that. And I hate that, but I do need to get my update done. Crazy. My phone's been unplugged since 10 o'clock this morning, 9:30, and I still got 83% battery. The old phones I had, I'd take it off the charger at 10, and by noon, the battery's low. I mean, I'm talking down 50% or less. So, to be holding up as long as it has, I'm doing good. I like having the iPhone 7. It's a decent phone. The only thing I don't like is it doesn't have a separate headphone jack. Hang on one second. Please stay out there, okay? I had to talk to one of the kids. They were going in the parking stall across the driveway, and there's some broke glass in there. And they're not supposed to be there anyway. Anyway, as I was saying, iPhone 7, love it. Hate it because of the no external headphone, or no separate headphone jack. If you want to use your headphones, you can't charge your phone. But I was like, okay, well, what happens if I lose the adapter for this and then can't use my headphones? So I went on eBay and looked at it, and yeah, they have those, but then they have this. It allows you to charge your phone and listen to your headphones at the same time. And it does work. I have used it. And I tend to carry it with me everywhere I go. Don't know why, but I do. But it does what I need it to do, so I'm happy. June 27th, I will be probably not doing much of anything. I might do some recording and then just upload a video. I don't know yet. I will be flying to Colorado, to Denver, Colorado Airport, and getting picked up. Hang on one second. I'm going to put y'all on mute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do exactly because I was supposed to stay at a motel, but I wasn't supposed to be flying out there until like July 5th or something like that. Or might have been July 9th. But anyway, yeah, July 9th. But we wound up having to move it up unplanned. And it was decided, they're like, you know, don't even worry about a motel, just stay at our house. My cousin did. I was actually surprised, but that's cool with me. Makes it easier for me and my aunt. Uh, they maybe they think they want me to help them pack up because they're also moving. They didn't plan on it. The company that owns the place they live at has decided they're not going to rent out the mobile homes anymore. They're going to just rent out lots and sell all their mobile homes. So what they're doing is they're kicking everybody out that doesn't want to buy one of their mobile homes. And they didn't even give them the full 30-day notice. They are not helping them move, not doing anything. So yeah. So I will be going out there and having fun with all this. Uh, Hopefully while I'm there I'll be able to do some video recording and stuff, and we'll just see how it goes. I have to be careful because I don't want to be recording the family and posting it online or anything, you know, because not everybody likes being on recorded and put on YouTube. Uh, while I'm driving from Colorado to Oklahoma, I will have my dash cam recording at all times. If something happens where I see an accident or something like that, then I'll go ahead and I'll probably save that video and you know, post it on YouTube. I don't know. It just depends on what happens. If I do, I will have to edit it to where it's just the point of the accident. For some reason, that's what seems to happen is everybody loves seeing videos of cars having accidents. Go figure. But we'll just see what happens. When I get to Texas, I get to see my other cousin, and I have been waiting so long to see her. I have not seen either of them, actually. I have not seen, oh, probably, what was it, late 90s, somewhere in the 90s. So that's been a long time. It's just how it goes sometimes, but we'll just take it a step at a time and go from there. I am going to go get, water's clearing up pretty dang quick. I'm getting ready to go get the heater for the water and everything, but for now, I think I'm going to call this video in the end and get that tank heated up on the heater and go in for the night. One thing about betta fish, a lot of people don't know, you can have 2 fish in a tank like this size. Hell, you can probably get away with 4 of them. Everybody says, no, you can't. You can, but you have to be very cautious. You have to allow a lot of space, enough space. And the cool thing is, bettas, in their native environment, they are not violent fish. They don't go after each other, normally. They were bred like this. That's why they tend to be kept away from other fish. Before I had to let this fish tank go, I had 4 betta in there, along with all my other fish. And I did not have any problems. It was just how it went. But I wound up having to get rid of the fish and everything, and I did not like doing that. So I'll probably just keep only 2 or 3 in there, fish tops and everything. Just see how it goes. I will have to do something to where the fish are taken care of when I leave for a couple of weeks. And we'll just go from there. But I've got a lot to do this week, and I'm going to try and get y'all in on some of it. And we'll go from there. I have one job. Guy wants me to tear out a bunch of sheetrock and take it to the dump. That's going to be a fun one, and I know I can get it done. And I will be doing it by myself. It's just one room, and I'm making $175 plus what it costs for the dump. So that's not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and end the video now, and please comment, like, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and have a wonderful holiday weekend. I just had Josh Leduc, I think that's how you pronounce it, commented about the level of the water being pretty much accurate. Uh, yeah, that's true, but if you were to look down low, let me get the chair out of the way. If you were to look down low, you'll see I just used some pieces of wood to shim that lower end of the stand. And that seems to have fixed the level of the water. It should be a little bit higher, but I'm probably just going to leave it there because I'm looking at just using betas in here, and they actually breathe air like we do. They get some air from the water, but they can come up to the surface of the water and breathe air like whales do, which is cool. But yeah, thank you for watching.